Hey everyone, so we're going to do the rear calipers here on the car. Yeah, we can just take that sticker off. It's coming off anyway. But we're going to do the rear calipers because the front were done because the caliper bracket bolt hole got stripped out. We're going to do the rears because I remember I have a spare set. They're in pieces, but I think we'll get to that. But for now, there's a sound that you got to hear. Yeah, I always thought this was a bearing sound, but you got to listen to this sound. And not the clunk. The I don't know what that is. It sounds like a bearing. Yeah, the little grindy noise is what I'm referring to. So we're going to take the brake off and check it out. What is this? Okay, ignore the clunk. That's yeah, that's the rotor moving. So there's a, I don't know. I wonder what sound that is. It's messed up as it sounds like it's coming right from this, right from the caliper. Can you hold this? Oh, no, I don't think so. Can we click you to you? Can I do this? I can start talking to myself. Do it! Turn it! Yeah, I don't know what it is. What sound this is. I don't know. Where it's coming I don't know. From, which sounds like the pad. Yeah. Does it do it in reverse? Oh, it does it in reverse. Can we do this? Can we have YouTube videos where I'm talking to myself and then create a third one where I'm talking to the two of myself and you guys are all going to watch me talk to the group of myself? All right. Moving on from the mysterious sound. For the record, when I took the caliper off and the brakes out, the sound went away. So it was obviously something related to the caliper there, not the bearing. But yeah, let's fast forward this. This, what I thought was going to be a simple video, of course, turned into a not simple video. We did have some spare calipers and brackets that we had set aside, and they were going to get painted, so I had taken them apart, and this is them there. Now, what I've never done before is put rear calipers back together, including the piston ring or the piston and the bushing or that, we'll call it oil ring or whatever you want to say that goes in there. I've never done that before, so it would come in a caliper rebuild kit, for example. And so part of my thought or theory here was that I could just simply get the old one off, put the new ones on, done and done, simple job. Well, not so simple. As we can see, the rear lower control arm is in the way of the bolt that you need to remove for the caliper bracket. And then the other issue we ran into was this issue here where I made a mistake. So I'm trying to put that rubber ring in. I think we got a better angle coming up. The rubber ring in the piston before you put the piston in. So the rubber ring in the caliper before you put the piston in. That's what I'm trying to do. You can kind of see it there, yeah. And yeah, you can see it there now. And I couldn't figure out what way it went. If it went kind of flat or up. Now, yeah, so does it go like this or does it go flat? And is that the right groove it goes in? But I think it goes down in the other groove. But we'll see. Either way, when I put the piston in, it kept folding over like this. I think the back half is folded over there. And I couldn't figure it out, and I tried looking in the manuals, and I was stupid in that I didn't look at the old caliper, but I was trying to use the wrong tool to get the piston in, to pry it down equally and evenly. And eventually we did get it to go with the seal the way it is, and it appeared to make a seal, and all was well. But yeah, it was taking me 2 hours to get one piston done. And I thought something wasn't wrong. I thought maybe the seals expanded while they were not in the caliper, in the bag kind of thing. And I thought maybe, well, this is aftermarket, so this is what you get. And I couldn't find it online. I couldn't find anywhere how to properly have that seal. But in the end, I got both of them done and put them on the car. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You all know what's coming next, right? Yeah. This is how the seal should have went. And as soon as I looked at the old ones, quickly able to see that I made a mistake. So we did end up taking the calipers off and redoing it with the seal in the proper spot. And surprisingly, once you did it the right way, well, heck, it was easy. Yeah. So having the right tools and the right manuals and the right information for the job can cut down on the time. I must have spent 3, 4 hours on these calipers trying to get them perfectly sealed the way I thought I was doing it, which was wrong. Whereas if you did it just the proper way, it might have taken me 30 minutes on both. So, lesson learned on my behalf. But we did get all the brakes done. We did the calipers the proper way, put them on, e-brakes, all that stuff, torqued all the bolts, and so the fronts are done. Fronts are done and the rears are done. Looks great, works great. Tested it out today actually, and yeah, braided lines, EBC pads, new calipers, new bearings, drilled, slotted EBC rotors. Yeah, works really good. No leaks, no complaints. Yeah. Anyway, we'll end it here, folks. Appreciate everybody watching, and cheers. Yeah. Some of you remember that the wheel got marked up from the caliper bolt coming out, caliper bracket bolt coming out and scraping against the wheel, and left a small, thin, well, yeah, metal looking line, I guess, around the edge of the rim. We can't leave that like that, and we won't. But it's the first scratch these wheels have ever got, which is a shame because you can't find them anymore. But we did find kind of some paint that matches it. We did try one paint already, and I didn't like it. I didn't even try it. But we found this stuff on Amazon, and we ended up using it. We did use a black marker to try and hide the line. It's a very thin line. I think there's another photo coming up, and we tried to hide it with a black marker, and you can't see it because it's on the inside of the wheel anyway, past the spokes there, I guess you could say, right there. Yeah, where the caliper was rubbing. So we use a black marker to try and hide it and cover up the bare metal. And but you can see in the middle where we're using a paint and Q-tip to just lightly dab it on there. And it's close. It's not exact because of the flake and the shine and the gloss, but in the end, it hides it pretty well. And so this tire goes on the back. Not happy with marking up the wheels, but has to happen eventually. They're wheels. Well, today we did get some things done, but the crunch is still on to get to a dyno day 2 days from now. We did fix the exhaust. Don't think you're gonna be able to see it. Maybe I'll show you a photo. We found some, one loose bolt. That was it. But we do have another issue to fix before dyno day, believe it or not. And I should have seen this issue coming. And it's the car is getting too hot. By the time we got home, there was a check engine light for this. And later on, the IAT check engine light came back too. And yeah, the car, I think, is simply getting too hot. The engine's getting too hot. And I thought it was getting hot before, but the gauge reads fine. So the gauge reads fine, the fans come on, there's coolant, there's oil, but according to the ECU, it's getting way too hot over temperature. So it did that on the way home tonight. Well, it did it when I got into the driveway. I think it was a highway drive, so the car would have been fine. But I think it's simply going to be the thermostat. I think the sensor works. I think the other sensor works. I think it didn't get hot enough for the coolant sensor, the one in the dash, to actually go up. But obviously the block one has some issues. There is a little radiator damage. Maybe I can show a photo. But we're going to go with the thermostat. We'll get one tomorrow. We'll have to get some coolant. And we'll take care of this issue right away. It's kind of funny that we have things failing the closer to dyno day we come. But drive today was great. Do have a small video, I think. Nothing wrong with the car. Runs perfectly fine. And now with the exhaust fixed, it works perfectly fine again. So let's just take care of the heat related issue. And yeah, I think we're doing good. We're doing good. Hopefully we'll see what we can do on dyno day. Cheers, everyone.